Good day everyone. Today I'll be reporting the continuation of the chapter 9 entitled The School Head in School-Based Management or SBM. Let's start with the factors of school effectiveness based on research. Number 1, it focuses on how schools improve performance through structured practices, meaning to say, schools improve performance by following organized and well-planned strategies such as the proper lesson planning, assessment methods, and clear policies. Dili lang basta-basta ang pagtudo na ay system of direction ang gi-follow aron mas ma-achieve ang learning goals. Number 2, effective practices need to be institutionalized for them to become part of the school culture. When practices are proven effective, they should be consistently applied until they become part of the school's daily routine. Kung permanent ni siya buhaton, mahimong kultura niya sa school. Something that everyone follows naturally without being told. Number 3 is, schools must build professional capacity to support continuous quality improvement. Teachers and school staff need continuous training, seminars, and professional development. Importante nga magpadayon sila og learn aron ma-enhance ilang teaching skills ug knowledge. Dili ra kutob sa unsay nahibaw-an, kinahanglan ma-upgrade pa jud. Number 4, this ensures that effective schools become even more effective over time. Continuous improvement helps schools grow stronger and over time. Kung maayo na ang school, dili dapat magpabilin ra dito, kinahanglan mas ma-improve pa jud aron mas daghang students ang matabangan. In our country, in the Philippines, a key mechanism used in school-based management or SBM is an approach where schools are given more authority to manage their own operations. Sa ato pa, ang school adunay freedom to decide what is best for their learners based sa ilang situation. Number 6, SBM allows schools to respond directly to their own needs and challenges. Each school is unique, so SBM allows them to create solutions that fit their specific problems. Pananglitan kung kulang sa resources ang school, pwede sila mangita og local support or strategies nga angay sa ilang kahimtang. Number 7, it promotes shared responsibility among school stakeholders. Meaning to say, SBM encourages collaboration among teachers, school heads, parents, and the community. Dili lang usa ka grupo ang nagtrabaho, kundi tinabangay jud ang tanan para sa kaayuhan sa mga estudyante. Through this approach, schools aim to improve learning outcomes. So the main goal is to enhance student learning and achievement. Kung effective ang system ug ang cooperation sa tanan, mas maayo ang performance sa students, both academically and behaviorally. Now let's move on to the school-based management. Let's begin with our number 1, school-based management or SBM. It is actually a mechanism introduced by the Department of Education in the Philippines. SBM is a system created by the DepEd to improve how schools are managed. Kini nga approach gi-introduce para mas mahimong efficient ang schools. Number 2, it aims to continuously work on improving school effectiveness. So the goal of SBM is the continuous improvement. Dili lang once, padayon ang pagpaayo sa kalidad sa education. Number 3, SBM gives schools greater autonomy in making decisions regarding education. Meaning to say, schools are given more freedom to decide. Meaning, sila mismo ang magbuot unsay best para sa ilang mga estudyante. Number 4, it allows flexibility based on the needs of learners in the community. Meaning to say, SBM is flexible. Ang school maka-adjust depende sa needs sa learners o sa community. Dili ni siya ang approach na one size fits all. Number 5, the approach empowers school heads, teachers, and stakeholders. It gives them the power and responsibility sa school head, teachers, and parents at the same time the community para maka-feel sila ang importante ilang role. Number 6 is the decision making is no longer centralized in higher offices. So dili tanan decisions gikan jud sa taas or sa DepEd. Gipaubos na ang decision making sa school level. And schools are given authority to manage their own affairs. Ang school na ang mismo ang mag-manage sa ilang programs, resources, o plans. Sila na ang bahala sa ilang sistema. And number 8, this leads to more responsive and effective educational practices because of SPM, mas dali makarespond ang school sa problems. Resulta ni kay mas effective ang teaching ug learning. Now, let's move on to the decision making and participation. We have here number 1 is BM transfers significant decision making authority to individual schools. Meaning to say, ang power gihatag sa school to make important decisions. Meaning dili ra sila maghulat permi og approval gikan sa taas. This helps school act faster and address issues immediately. Number 2, authority is moved from state and district offices to school level. Ang authority gi-transfer gikan sa higher offices padulong sa school. Meaning di pa ubos ang decision making para mas dali o mas relevant. This makes decision making more suitable to the actual needs of the learners. Number 3, the principals, teachers, students, and the parents are involved in decision making. Dili lang ang principal ang mag-decide, apil ang teachers, students, o parents na adjud sila teamwork o collaboration. This promotes inclusivity and shared ownership of school success. So fourth is they gain control over important aspect of education. These stakeholders now have control over key areas sa school. Mas involved sila sa pag-manage o pag-improve sa education. And because of this, they become more responsible and accountable. Number 5, this include decision on budget, personnel, and curriculum. Apil sa ilang decisions ang paggamit sa budget, pagpili sa staff, o unsaan pagtulo sa lesson or sa curriculum. Importante kayo ni kay mao ni ang core sa school operations. Proper decisions in these areas can greatly affect student learning. Number 6 is community involvement becomes an essential part of the process. Ang community, parents, barangay, and organizations, importante dyan. Ilang support o participation makatabang sa school success. So when the community is involved, the school becomes more connected to the real life needs. Number 7, this participation leads to better understanding of school needs. Kung daghan ang involved, mas masabtan unsa jud ang kinahanglan sa school. Dili lang guess or guessing, but real situation jud. This leads to more accurate and effective planning. As a result, schools create a more effective learning environments. Tungod sa cooperation of better decisions, mas maayo ang environment sa school. Mas conducive for learning ang students. This ultimately improves student performance and overall quality. And moving on to the research findings, international context. So research findings from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development shows that giving schools more autonomy can improve student performance, especially if there is a proper accountability in a place. Meaning, schools are free but still responsible for results. Importante po ang collaboration between principals and teachers kay pinaagi sa teamwork, mas ma-enhance ang teaching and learning process. So in countries like China and Singapore, they are increasingly school-level responsibility, which shows a global trend toward decentralization in education or paghatag og power sa schools. Meanwhile, in Finland, accountability is based on trust. So, base ra sa pagsalig. Salig ang government o families sa competence sa teachers. So, dili lang kaayo strict ang monitoring. Overall, these examples show that different countries have different approaches, pero ang common goal kay mora gihapon ang pag-improve sa school effectiveness ug student learning outcomes. Let's proceed to PASB accreditation system. The Philippine Accreditation System for Basic Education or PASB. So this supports the implementation of school-based management by strengthening school practices and performance. It was introduced through DepEd Order number 64 series of 2012, which provides guidelines for accreditation in basic education. Also, PASB helps institutionalize effective practices, meaning ang mga maayo nga pamaagi mahimong permanent na sa schools. Through self-evaluation and peer review, schools assess their performance based on standards. Ila jud tan-awon unsa sila ka-effective ug unsa pa ang dapat i-improve. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the access principle. So, effective schools follow the access principle, which focus on providing a child and community-centered education. So, the principles such as the collective leadership, community learning, and accountability, and convergence guide the school practices and decision-making para mas epektibo ang teaching and learning. So, by applying these principles, schools remain responsive to the needs of learners in the community, ensuring better learning outcomes. Okay? Now, let's move on to the levels of SBM practices. So, SBM practices is divided into 3 levels of development. First is the level 1 called developing. It is when a school start building structures and mechanism for participation, pero community involvement is still limited. Level 2, maturing. Occurs when schools sustain continuous improvement and expand participation, resulting in better performance and learning outcomes. And lastly, the level 3, which is the advanced or accredited. It is actually achieved when schools are fully integrated, self-renewing, and self-sustaining. So, kini nga level ang school makahimo na og strong system nga maka-maintain sa quality education. Now, we have also here the factors that contribute to school effectiveness. These are the human factors and the non-human factors or process. So, let's start with the human factors of effectiveness. Number 1, human factors play a key role in school effectiveness. So, human factors refers to the people involved in the school. We have here the teachers, the students, the school heads, and the community. Sila jud ang pinaka-importante kay sila ang nagpadagan sa school. If maayo ang cooperation sa mga tao, mas effective ang school. Number 2, a dynamic school head provides strong leadership. So the school head or the principal should be active, visionary, and responsible. Kung ang school head kay dynamic ug active or maayo or aktibo jud, so maayo siya muli. Makaguide siya sa teachers o students properly. Siya ang direction, kumbaga siya ang direction sa school. So, importante nga, strong iyang leadership. Number 3, teachers must be competent, committed, and highly selected. Meaning to say, teachers should be skilled, kabalo jud mo tudlo, dedicated, and carefully chosen. Kung competent ang teacher, masabtan sa estudyante ang lesson. Kung committed siya, dili siya ingon na magpabayo siyang trabaho. Mao na ang foundation sa gitawag nato na quality education. So number 4, students should be motivated and have high expectations. So ang estudyante kinahanglan adunay motivation o goals, dili lang sila magtuon kay required but because gusto nila mo success. Kung taas ilang expectations sa ilang self, mas manikamot sila, di ba? So number 5, the community must be supportive of the school program. So the community that involves the parents, barangays, and organizations should help and support the school. Pananglitan, mo attend sa mga meetings, mo support sa projects, o mo cooperate sa teachers. Kung supportive ang community, mas ligon ang school. So, tinuod kayo na. So, these human elements directly influence school performance. Ang performance sa school is nakadepende jud sa mga tao na na-involved. Kung maayo ang mga teachers, students, o leadership, maayo pod ang result. Kung naay problema sa mga people, maapektuhan jud ang school performance. Ingana jud na siya. So they contribute to a positive learning environment. Kung ang tanan magtinabangay og positive ang attitude, mahimong healthy ang environment sa school. So students feel safe and encouraged. When sila ganahan sila mo eskwela kay supportive man ang ilang palibot. And number 8, strong relationships among stakeholders improve outcomes. Meaning to say, stakeholders include the teachers, the parents, the students, and the school heads. Kung strong ilang relationship, na sila'y trust, respect, and communication, mas dali ma-achieve ang goals sa school. Example, kung maayo ang communication sa teacher o sa parent, mas matabangan ang estudyante sa ilang mga kinahanglanon sa school. Now, let's proceed to the non-human factors of effectiveness. When we say non-human factors, it's the shared vision, high standards, and accountability help make school effective. So, curriculum, instruction, and resources must align o magamit efficiently para mas maayo ang learning. So, collaboration, communication, and professional development also support continuous improvement. We have also here the role of the school head. So, the school head is the heart of the school effectiveness, guiding all processes and decisions. So, sila ang visionary leader, planner o implementer, and at the same time evaluator na nag-manage po sa resources of curriculum. Let's proceed to the advantages of SBM. So, SBM allows schools to make decisions that improve learning, giving teachers, students, and parents a voice in key matters. Strengthens accountability, encourages creativity in programs, and ensures resources and budgets to support the school goals. And we have also here the disadvantages and demands of SBM. So one disadvantage of SBM is that making decision making can take time. For example, when teachers and parents discuss budgets or programs before deciding, pero SBM needs everyone to participate actively, like teachers sharing ideas for better lessons and parents giving feedback. In conclusion, SBM empowers school to manage their own affairs para ma-achieve ang high performance o better learning outcomes. Pinaagi sa collaboration sa school heads, teachers, parents, o community, mas dali masulbad ang problema o mapalambo ang school. So, PASB ensures nga ang maayo nga practices mahimong part sa school culture. So, school continue to improve their effectiveness. Those are all, and thank you for listening.